Hi guys, welcome to the video. This is a really exciting one. We have an autumn shop update. Okay, so it turns out that summer is actually a really good time to do a shop update because Millie doesn't like to be outside very much. So I am going to show you what has been kind of happening behind the scenes and what kind of led up to this. And I should probably mention at the beginning as well that the shop update's going to be Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll leave the link in the description and everything like that. But yeah, so a few years ago, I got this Art Toolkit palette. So this is the Art Toolkit collab they did with Travelers Company. I really loved it. I loved setting this up. I loved using this. And the problem that I found with it was the more that I used it, I had to keep filling it up. And because I'd put so many colours in there, at the time, I really wanted all the colours, but then I would just use every colour because they were there. So then I had to kind of fill everything. And I wasn't loving that as much, but I was still really sold on the idea of these really slim, lightweight palettes. So I tried to figure out sort of what I could do to tweak it. So last year I think I made this little one, and just a pocket size one that I could have in my pocket when I'm taking Millie on walks and things like that. Again, I really love it. It turns out Millie doesn't love me painting when we're on walks, but so yeah, but this year they had these limited edition pink ones. I got a couple for my sister. She loves using them. She takes them into New York all the time. And I'd been swirling around in the back of my mind kind of how I could make it work. And I realized that these square pans hold an entire full pan's worth of paint. And I think this was the game changer for me. I realized I could have less colours but more paint, which is actually what I wanted. So I didn't have to fill so many colours all the time. So I've been really in the background kind of thinking what colours that I wanted if I could just fill a palette. And so I made one for me, and then when I finished that I realised you guys would probably really love to have some of these as well. So rather than just kind of swatching and showing you what I'd created, I thought I would offer some that you guys could have as well. So I am really excited with how everything turned out. I'm going to swatch everything for you. There's little ones, if you like the kind of smaller compact ones as well, which are really cute, and it also means that you can try more colours. But this is kind of the palette that I came up with. It's very much sort of my core palette. I really enjoy all these kind of different colours, some muted ones on the right, some more brighter and pastel ones on the left. And so it is a fairly small shop update. There's 6 of these 13 full pan sets, 6 like large ones, and there's 10 little ones. So I didn't make too many. I thought if you guys like these, I will, make some more in the future. Let's see, but I do have, so I've got these sets, and you can see like some have hand painted roses, some are kind of like old terracotta tiles, but then I also do have some that will be offered as just a duo, so just 2 or 1, 2, or 3 or 4 together. I thought it might be quite nice if I offered some in pairs or singly, then you can kind of build your own palette as well. So these will be more autumn colours and kind of different colours. I'll walk you through everything. There are just a few shells. I'll talk to you at the end about getting some more shells. These are kind of more of an autumn palette. So these will be like offered in pairs, and then you could build this autumn palette or, you know, add other colours. These were so enjoyable to create. You can see there's some deeper pinks, some lighter pastels, and some blues. One thing is there are a few colours that I didn't get ready for this shop update, and there's some shells that are again almost ready. So what I might do is put those out next Thursday. But I've been thinking about doing an autumn shop update actually for quite a few years now, and you'll see hopefully through the video how I build the colours and how long it takes me kind of to find pigments that I like and that I want to offer you guys. So I try lots of different pigments. I try lots of different mixes. I mean, this is, you know, thousands of hours of swatching, mixing, testing, you know, over the years, and there are quite a lot of pigments that I get that I don't find will work with the palette and things like that, so I don't offer those. But pigment quality is so important to me, and also just the fact that making a cohesive palette, so no matter what you pick, these colours will work together, will mix together, and just create beautiful paintings together. So yeah, you can see like a lot more kind of these deeper auburn and kind of chestnut, kind of these richer colours, and I'll show you kind of as opposed to like my last shop update had like the sweeter, brighter colours. So I've tried to kind of infuse some of that kind of autumn magic into this shop update, while still kind of retaining the, you know, that kind of palette that I really love. You can see like against the colours that I did last time, the kind of difference there. So yeah, anyway, we'll start swatching. So we're going to swatch it in this manufacturer's notebook, the sketchbook. Did you guys see that they were in New York as well? So yeah, anyway, I love their sketchbooks. So the first one is this beautiful bright pink. It's mixed with some shimmer pigments, so that when the fluorescent pigment fades, there'll still be these beautiful shimmers left in the painting. It took a lot of even kind of mental preparation and kind of thought to design each pan and sort of make it cohesive. And you can see there's little bits of other colours on there as well to mix things with and to encourage mixing. Sometimes we can get worried about like, am I mixing it with the right things, or you know, what do I mix it with? And so I've put these kind of extra things on the half pans to kind of give you a little nudge with kind of what to mix things with. This one's just a beautiful shimmer, kind of very light blush colour. I really love painting with this, and you can pair this with darker colours. You can add it over the top of other colours, mix it with colours. This is a really soft pink, and again I've used a bit of a darker pink pigment to paint the rose on there. So again, mixing it with that will kind of just help you to think about mixing different things. This is one colour that I am really excited about. This is probably I was thinking about the Wallace and Seymour, the very first Chinabresa that I got, and I really loved that. And then they stopped making that. They still make the Chinabresa, but it's more of a light pink now. It's not got this beautiful kind of apricot undertones. And you can see in this palette, it's the most used colour. So yeah, once I realised I couldn't get that anymore, I think I just stopped using this palette. I really, really loved. This was one of my first kind of handmade palettes, but you can see here, not my handmade paints, but paints that I would get from other artisans. But so this is the initial Tenebrae. The top one is the one that I've created. It's kind of like a beautiful rose ochre colour. And then this one here is the one I've been using. This is the Creamer Incarnate number 1. So you can see they're kind of all 3 different versions of a soft blush colour. And there is a colour that I've offered that you can kind of mix this rose ochre colour with to get more of that kind of incarnate one colouring as well. But yeah, so I'll show that as we go along. But yeah, this is just a beautiful lemon yellow. Again, I've popped a little bit of fluorescent yellow in there, a little bit of a sparkly lemon yellow, and a little bit of gold. I love gilding on paintings. I think it's so beautiful. It just adds that kind of really kind of nice shimmer. So this is kind of like a mint colour, like a kind of an aqua mint colour. This one here is a little bit of like a green gold. Once this is once you've used that, you can add something like the Holbein leaf green would be probably similar to that. Yeah, you know, you can just add little bits as you use these as well. So this one is one of my favourites to use, especially out and about. This is like the periwinkle colour that I make. So we talked about this, I think, in the Winsor & Newton video we just did. You can use a bit of their smalt mixed with quite a bit of titanium white. I love the Grumbacher titanium white. I feel like it's more opaque and more creamy than any gouache that I've used before. I really, really love it. And you don't have to use it right out of the tube either. You can leave it to dry in your palette. Yeah, it's a really incredible one. So then we've got the beautiful lilac, which is a marbled one I did on the top layer. And so then we got another one of my favorites. This is the Côte d'Azur violet mixed with a pearlescent white. So again, just this beautiful kind of shadowy, just kind of that evening, the twilight, the kind of little bit of magic. So yeah, I feel like so often in life the moments that we really love are just these kind of really beautiful moments, kind of and I think it's so nice to put some of that into the paintings. So this one is kind of my version of a burnt sienna, and I tried many different pigments, and so I've actually combined several to create kind of the perfect one that I thought would blend really nicely with this palette. This is my Midnight Moonlight blue that you guys love, and then this one here is these two were hard to make, these last two, but this one here is my Rembrandt's easel one. I've been making this since the beginning of the shop updates. This one is possibly a little bit new and improved. This one has the shimmer iron glimmer, so I grind that first, and then you can see here that becomes the 4th pigment. So I have a beautiful kind of chocolatey brown, a granulating black, and then this vibrant violet. And so this color becomes a black brown, but it just creates the most beautiful kind of depth of like optical quality on the painting. It's hard to really explain unless you kind of see this in real life, but my brother actually saw a painting that I did with this kind of colouring, and he thought it was pastel, and he said, but how can you get that with watercolour? So yeah, So there's just one last one in this set, and this is this kind of olive brown. This one has been so difficult to create. Yeah, this one cracks really bad, but it's the one that I wanted. So, and it's the one with, it's the kind of warm green, but with still the cool undertones for this palette. So yeah, I persevered, but these are the beautiful autumn colours. Again, they needed to be warm colours with cool undertones so they would work with the rest of the palette. And I am so pleased with these. Quite a lot were swatched. This is a really beautiful kind of sheer, kind of that spiced pumpkin, or that kind of like saffron. Just a really, really beautiful autumn colour. And when I use neutrals like this, I really like them to have that kind of transparency, that lightness. This one almost feels like porcelain to use, so I'm calling this one porcelain ochre. It's a really, really beautiful it's kind of an ivory ochre. Again, these two are quite difficult to figure out how to mull them and get them into the pans without cracking, but yeah, beautiful, beautiful, and they mix together really nicely as well. And yeah, just all of these, I wish I had more time in the video to kind of go through and mix everything, because they all mix so beautifully. As it is, I've been pushing the video limit, testing the storage limits again. I tried to get this out by last Saturday, but yeah. So this one here is just kind of some really nice muted kind of pinks, kind of antique rose colours. Softer shades. These are really nice, and I feel like I'm quite drawn to painting with these every autumn. Again, you can see like these two mixing together. Yeah, just really nice. Let's see, this one here is like my favourite, the Potter's Pink mixed with Pearl White. Again, just creates a beautiful muted pink. So this one here has been one of my favourite discoveries, and I have been just using this and absolutely loving this. So this is a sort of granular colour with these kind of really warm undertones. It's absolutely beautiful. I love using colours. Not only are they granulating, but they have those grains in them, that granular quality. So yeah. And then these ones are some of the beautiful deeper kind of rustic reds and the warmer pinks. This one has this beautiful vibrant pink, and then for the top layer I think I mixed a little bit more red in it to give that little bit more of a sense of the that kind of autumn colour. So you'll get like a duotone in that pan. And then this one is just a softer pink with a kind of lilac shimmer in it. This one is my Mermaid Rouge that I've offered before. I really love this kind of this pink. And it was just so fun kind of building these kind of different colours. So kind of adding in these more autumn colours to my regular palette. I feel like that's such a nice thing. Wherever you are, you know, the seasons might be kind of the opposite, but add some seasonal colours in, or add colours that you're seeing that you think you might want to paint with. Trying different things in your palette is really fun and a nice way to do things. You can see this beautiful minty green, very pale, and I love it with those kind of dark colours as well. And I kind of added these two as an afterthought because I just wanted some of those kind of sweeter shimmer colours as well. So this is a really nice soft pink. And you can see I haven't worked out names for everything yet, but I'll get that organised by the shop update. But the this next duo is, I'm calling this powdered sugar because it's a really beautiful, kind of like they're kind of whites but slightly tinted. So yeah, this one kind of looks lavender. It's got this really pale orchid colour. There's some pink that kind of comes out in it when you paint with it, kind of like a little tinge of kind of yeah, like a very soft kind of pale orchid lilac type colour. So you can see kind of as opposed to the brighter lavender one below it there. And then this one here is just a beautiful interference shimmer colour. So this one you can see it's very, very sheer, and you can mix this with things. You can add this on top of other things, but it just creates that kind of surprise element in the painting. I often find that shimmer colours really glow really nicely at night as well, in the kind of the dimmer light. I'll be flipping through my sketchbook, and yeah, they kind of really beautifully stand out. But yeah, I want to show you the violets. I think we nearly swatched these, and then I had to do something else, and then yeah, we end up swatching something else first. But you can see here there are some full pans in one of the violets, some small pans. These ones are the blues. We're going to swatch these ones first. And so there's some full pans and then some little pans. I think these may be like sort of, I'm not really sure, like a third of a half pan of a full pan. But yeah, then this is like an interference blue. So again, it has that very soft kind of sheer colouring, but you can mix that with other things. I love mixing it with the kind of blue black, and I find it really fun to like put a little bit of that into clouds or something unexpected. This is just, again, another beautiful blue shimmer. And then I do have another couple of blue kind of turquoise colours that I didn't get finished that I'll put in next week's shop update. And so the other thing I should let you know is I will put these in the shop because I know you guys love to know that your orders are in. So these will go in on Thursday night, and then there's a couple of things I didn't get finished, so I'll put those in the shop next Thursday, and then everything will ship together after that. So just be aware, it will take a couple of weeks after that to get everything together and to, you know, package everything up. I realise that my shop updates are a little bit unconventional, but this is just the way that I can get everything to you guys. So I do appreciate that you, you know, really enjoy the shop updates. It's really nice. So I do try to get everything out as soon as I can, but I just can't sort of do it all at once. But yeah, this is the violets. So you can see this is the first kind of purple that we just swatched. This was so beautiful to mull. Yeah, then this one here is more of a lavender gold. So it's got this kind of greyed lavender, but then there's a gold pigment in here as well. So really beautiful. And these are the three in the middle. You can see there's the full pan, and then there's an actual full pan. So kind of the square full pan, a regular full pan, and then there's the little version of that. So some of these have a little version and some don't. The little ones were quite hard to fill, but yeah. So then, and then this one is more of a kind of blue violet. and this one is paired with the silver. So yeah, just some different kind of slight variations. The violets will all be single as well, so you might just want to add one of these in with your other colours. So I think the last thing I wanted to say is you can see here that in the beginning I was trying to make these so that they would close, and then I realised that just went out the window. So you can use an elastic to close them. You can use them open on your desk until they will close. And then the other thing is a pencil tin. So I'm going to put some in this Contier Paris pencil tin. The really nice thing about the pencil tins is they're quite shallow, but there's a lot of room, so you can see that it's very easy to kind of paint for your paintbrush to get to the pans because of how sort of thin and narrow the tin is, and it does hold like a lot of colors, which is really nice as well. So you would need to probably get like a magnetic strip or use some blue tack or something to put the pans in there. But yeah, and then when I kind of put them in here, I was just really enjoying taking a few out and just making different little palettes. So, and then the funny thing is I kind of ended up with the cool colours and then the warm colours left in the pan, yeah, but anyway, so that is the shop update for Thursday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well just like some mixing and some color inspiration. So create palettes, mix colors, enjoy painting, and I will see you guys next week. Okay, bye.